Good morning. This is going to be the weekly reading for Gemini. And I did want to say real quick that if I ever say anything that contradicts myself that I might have said earlier, and then I make another video and you're like, well, wait a minute, didn't you say this? I just wanted to explain that, you know what, energy is always changing. And even from week to week, I might post something on Facebook and then like a week later I'll be like, man, that no longer resonates with me. It's because I'm, growing and changing and learning as well. And so as I receive information, I'm sharing it. But I'm always open to the fact that, things might not resonate with me anymore, or I'm always willing I'm not one of these people that's real closed-minded, like these are my beliefs and I'm not going to believe anything but this. Don't even try to convince me. Don't even talk to me because I don't even want to hear, because I know what I know to be true. And just, that closed-mindedness. I'm not like that. So I'm always, open to taking in more information, more knowledge, more downloads, as I like to call them, spiritual downloads from source. So with that being said, my energy is always changing, and if I do feel like I've said something that maybe it doesn't ring true anymore, I will try to speak on it if I can remember. I'm just saying. And the other thing is, I am not a fortune teller. When I first started this channel, I didn't really know what direction I was going to go in. But I have pretty much decided that these are going to be energy readings, energy reports. I'm going to let you know what the current energy is for the collective energy for Gemini. I believe that every man, woman, child is a co-creator with the universe, and that we can create whatever type of reality that we want by where we vibrate at. And it's all about removing any type of blocks to abundance. And so that's what I'm doing here, is trying to help you remove any type of blocks for abundance. If you would like a personal message, any type of messages that come through from Spirit, I'm letting you know what is blocking you. I will include in the description of the video my email address so that you can have a personal reading. They are $30 this week. They may go up in the future. This is just what I'm charging right now. All right, so with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get started. And we have the Six of Pentacles. And the energy I was originally getting with this card was that, because to clarify it, we have the Victory. I'm going to go ahead and say that real quick. This is all about success. And the message that I'm getting with these two cards are that you aren't seeing the success that's in front of your face. You aren't seeing all the growth. You aren't seeing everything you've accomplished so far. It's almost this energy of, it's not enough. It's not enough. I'm still not where I'm trying to be at. You are right where you're supposed to be. So do acknowledge everything that you've manifested so far in your life. And even the things that you consider to be mistakes. There are no mistakes as long as you learn from it. Because this victory is yours, but you have to see it. And you have to see the fact that be very happy right where you are right now, because you're exactly where you should be at. And so stop focusing on what you don't have and focus on what you do have, because that is the key to manifestation. If you don't resonate with anything else in this video today, resonate with the fact that when you focus on what you have instead of what you don't have, you will manifest more things into your life, because needing nothing attracts everything. So know that you have everything you need and you want right now. We have this Nine of Wands. And basically, the energy that I got with this card was the things that are playing in the background. And these are stories that you've told yourself. And really go back over and think about any stories that you have told yourself or that others have told you that you believed, that are playing in your shadow, in your subconscious. And you really need to bring them to light because they're blocking you right now. And this can be anything from I'm fat, I'm stupid, I'm worthless. You know, we tell ourselves these things. And the key to self-love is self-acceptance. That is self-love, is accepting all of the parts of yourself. And definitely release the stories. Because, okay, let's say, for example, you've always felt like you were worthless because you were overweight. Well, then you lose weight, okay? And this is why a lot of people, I believe, go up and down on the scale. You know, they'll lose weight, they'll gain weight, they'll lose weight, they'll gain weight. Okay, so you've always had a story you've told yourself that if I could just be skinny, I'll be happy, I'll be worthy, somebody would want me. Okay, so you lose weight, and then all of a sudden you're skinny. And you still feel shitty about yourself. You're still not satisfied, so you're like, fuck it, I might as well eat and get fat again, who cares? And then the cycle starts over again. The reason why is because your self-confidence is derived from a story that you've told yourself. True self-confidence and self-worth comes from releasing fears. And we will never, I'm learning that we will never completely release all of our fears. I had another, what I would consider to be an ego death over the weekend. I know people say that the ego truly does not die, but it does have to take a back seat. And we do shed the ego as things no longer resonate, as we learn more about ourselves, our true selves, who we really are. We're more than this physical body and this conditioned personality that we've taken on. And as we realize that, things no longer ring true anymore. And we really come face to face with fears that we've taken on, that we have been conditioned to feel. I've been dealing with the fear of rejection over and over and over again. And your fears, your deepest fear will be your greatest teacher, because you will keep aligning to situations that show you that fear. But it will never completely go away. You just have to accept it. And it diminishes because you're no longer resisting it or feeding it energetically. To clarify that, we have the shaman of skulls. Shaman. I love skulls. I love skulls. I am a girl who loves skulls. In fact, I love this picture. Fearless. So once again, this is about facing those fears. And you have to really feel them, and it's very painful. But once you realize it won't kill you, and you realize that it has been playing in the background the whole time, in the stories that you've told yourself about being worthy or not being worthy, and then trying to earn it somehow by things that you're doing, things that you're working on, when really it starts within. You know, because you can make all the physical changes to yourself you want, but until you release the stories of not being worthy, you know, because you can be 600 pounds and still feel really good about yourself. But, you know, if you feel really good about yourself, you would take really good care of yourself too at the same time. So that's, you know, the other end of it. But really be fearless, and when you feel these fears and you really face them, and then you realize, you know what, I'm not going to let this fear control my life anymore. It starves energetically because you're no longer feeding into it. It may always be there. I mean, I don't know, because I haven't got to that point yet on my journey. I'm just trying to starve my fear out right now. But I'm saying, for now, starve it. Stop feeding into it. We have the Sun card. This is a very, very positive outcome. This is you manifesting all kinds of good things. And you have been. But you're still in this energy of it's not enough. It's not enough. Once I receive this level of success, what I consider to be success, I'll be truly happy. Sorry, my dogs are making all kinds of noises. I'll be finally happy. Start being happy now. Why wait? That is one of your biggest blocks right now, Gemini. We have courtesy, thoughtfulness, politeness, and good manners. And basically what I'm getting with this card, the energy that I'm getting is kind of like that, you can catch more flies with honey than vinegar. I hope I got that analogy right. I tend to always screw those up. But, and I've said this before, you can soften up a little bit. And everything is not a fight. Everything is not a battle. You don't always have to be defensive or on the offensive. Everything is not a fight. Stop resisting things that are happening right now, and just accept them and fall back into a deep place of faith and know that everything's happening like it's supposed to. We have the balance card, and this is all about balancing that energy, finding a medium between wanting something so badly and knowing that you already have it. Find a balance. A lot of times we get into this fear-based push energy where we're just obsessing and we're desiring something so much that we're pushing it away, because that's how energy works. So definitely fall back. Fall back and really fall into a place of faith right now, knowing that whatever is for you, you will have, and you can't lose it. You're not going to miss out on it. It's going to be there. So consider this a time of preparation where you prepare your own self for what it is that you're trying to manifest. We have the power card. And how do you step into your power? By really getting into this fearless energy of really, it's almost like that Queen of Pentacles energy of the Queen of No Fucks Given. The Queen of Pentacles is the Queen of No Fucks Given. Just don't worry. Whatever happens, happens. Who cares? You know? And that is, believe it or not, you know, sometimes I will post something on social media about, you know, I don't have any fucks left to give. And people will kind of comment with little sad faces. No, that is the perfect energy to be in, because you're not judging things as good or bad. You're neutral to any type of situation. You're not trying to put it in a box, trying to fit it into a category. Because when we do that, whatever we believe to be true is true. Okay, so let me give you an example. What if you have a falling out with somebody at work? You guys disagree about something, and then all of a sudden you come up with this whole story in your head. They've never liked me. They've always been out to get me. I know that, you know, they're working behind the scenes. They're working against me. They're out to get me. And you tell yourself that, guess what's going to happen? You are going to align to that situation energetically. But what if you tell yourself, you know what? Today we're not in energetic alignment. It just is what it is. We just didn't agree. We didn't see eye to eye. And don't make it out to be more than what it is. And just let it go. And just be neutral about it. And that situation will not grow into what you don't want. And that is how you become empowered. Create your own reality. Take responsibility for your energy. We have the Seven of Wands. And the energy that I got with this card, and I have been in this energy before too, where when things don't go my way, and I'm like, man, why didn't it just happen the way I want it to? I used to just throw a fit. And you know what? Others might not have even seen that I threw a fit, you know, but up inside I was just really upset about it. Why didn't this turn out the way I wanted it to? And this card here is the universe letting you know that it's all right. That this does not mean that you are not favored. It does not mean that you are not being divinely guided and protected. It just means you needed more preparation. You weren't ready yet. And to clarify that, we have the thinking woman, and this can be thinking man, and this kind of goes back to that energy I was talking about earlier. You cannot think your way through this. You need to feel and use your intuition. and let that guide you, because when you get to thinking and overthinking, you're creating all kinds of situations for yourself. And then, we want to sit back and we want to say, oh, woe is me. My life is just not going right. Well, like I said, be responsible for your own energy and be mindful of what you are creating. And if you cannot stay in a place of positivity, just be neutral and just don't care. Because we do have the Queen of Pentacles. This is the Queen of Discs, but it is the disc are the same as Pentacles. So this is that Queen of Pentacles energy I was talking about just not giving a fuck. I know I used to worry all the time my car would break down, because I used to do a lot of traveling, and I'm a single woman out on the highway traveling by myself, and here I am, and I'm like, God, what would I do? What would I do? And I finally got to the point where I just don't give a fuck. It would work itself out. Somebody would help me. I'm not going to worry about this anymore, because as long as I was worried about it, guess what? I was aligning to that. I was preparing for it, because whatever we prepare for is what we manifest. We have the express your individuality. Allow your true self to shine because you're awesome. This is also going along with that step into your power. A lot of times, and this goes along with that stories too. A lot of times we look at others and we think, man, if I could just be as good as them, if I could just be as rich or as pretty or as thin, or if I could have the things that they have, that would be success. That would be victory. That is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to be as good as everybody else is, because I've been telling myself these stories that I'm not good enough. But this card is saying to be your individual self, to really express your own individuality, and be that queen of no fucks given. Who cares what anybody else is doing? I know I am amazing just as I am, because I am accepting myself, all of the parts, even the parts that do tell the stories. I'm accepting those parts too. And that is where my power lies. And then we have the King of Cups. This is a beautiful energy. This is, in the message I'm getting with this card, is that love is coming towards you, but you have to know that you deserve it and that you didn't earn it. Strike that. That came from my ego. Told you, I'm being mindful as well. I'm really monitoring my thoughts and my words. You are magnetizing love into your life. And the way that you are doing this is by really accepting yourself and love, because self-acceptance is self-love. And once you get into that energy, love can come in almost automatically, because you've been preparing for it. Whatever you prepare for, you manifest. And you prepare for this kind of love by being this kind of love. And how do you be this kind of love? By giving it to yourself first. And this is coming to you. This is the King of Cups. I mean, this here has got love just dripping from it. Because to clarify that card, we have the wedding card. This situation involves a marriage. So right now, prepare yourself for this. I can't give you a time frame, but the message that's coming through from Spirit is that once you clear these blocks, it can come to you. This is what you're aligning to. And this can be mature man also, but this is as you mature. All the situations in your life so far have brought you to where you are now. There have been no mistakes because you've learned from them. Isn't that amazing? That is so beautiful. Love it. Great fortune. You can have everything. And once again, clear these blocks. Any type of stories you're telling yourself, let it go. Just let them go. And don't even create new stories. You don't want stories. You want a blank slate. A blank slate is how you create. And you do that by clearing these fears, being fearless, being the queen of no fucks given. Who cares? Who gives a rat's ass what happens? Who cares what anybody else is doing? And who cares what anybody else thinks about me? I amazing, and I'm expressing my individuality. A house. And the message that I'm getting with this is all about the foundation of the house and really having a solid foundation in order to have this happy home life. And the way that you have that good foundation is, like I said, you build it on something solid, not something that the ocean can come in and, it's like a sand castle in the sand, and then a big tide comes in and blows it away. You don't want that type of foundation. And that type of foundation is the one that's built on the stories that if I can just make more money, if I can just lose weight, if I could just if my hair look better, or if I have this promotion at work, then people will respect me and they'll look at me and I will have self-confidence. Finally, I will finally achieve success and happiness. But what happens if those things are taken from you and you are stripped down to just who you are as on a soul basis? Are you still going to be happy? Because all those things were taken from you. So definitely do know what true success looks like. And true success means getting in alignment with your soul and your soul purpose. And then you will have this foundation that is not built on the sand that can be, washed away with the tide. Whew. This was a really deep reading, Gemini. But if you would like to have a personal reading, I will put my email address in the description of the video. I've got all kinds of new cards, so I'm going to be making videos more often. I'm going to be like, as soon as I'm done, I got 2 more signs to do for this week. I'll probably start over again by like Thursday, Friday, making new videos. So do expect that. Thank you.